PTSD, anxiety, depression, insomnia, anger, panic, struggles at work, at home, in my relationships. I just wanted to hide, that's all. Just wanted to hide and get away from it all. And those feelings, what those feelings conjured up inside of me, self-doubt, fear, embarrassment. How do I numb that? How do I escape the pain? Well, I did what a lot of people do when they're facing mental and physical pain. Alcohol, prescription drugs. Okay. I did it all. Been there, done that. What could I do that would allow me to hide from that mental and physical pain that I was feeling that nobody else felt? Or so I thought. Okay. I felt alone. I felt unseen. I felt unheard. I felt less than. I felt broken. I was bitter. I carried guilt and shame. And that all led to self-destruction. Self-destruction, this downward spiral, down, 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 worse, 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 more booze, more drugs. And then the worse it got. I ended a relationship in divorce. Was forced to leave a federal civil service job. And I had a wake-up call. I had a wake-up call, and I remember exactly when it happened. I woke up one morning. I got up to get ready to go to work, and I stood and I looked in the mirror. It was after a bender. I don't even know how I got into bed that night. I don't remember getting into bed that night. And I looked in the mirror, and I didn't even recognize the person staring back. Didn't even know who that person was staring me back in the face, in the mirror that morning. And I remember looking deep, trying to find where I'd gone. And it was in that moment of bitterness, brokenness, shame, embarrassment, that God came over me. I felt him clear as day. I didn't hear words. There were no auditory words coming from the unknown, but I felt it in my spirit. You know, like when you get that feeling in your gut that you know something's right or wrong. I felt the words on my spirit. And the words were, "My son, I created you for a greater purpose. I created you to serve. I created you to give veterans hope." We're living in a world right now, gang. We're so divided. We're so destructed. We're so disjointed. There's so much hate. Nobody seeks understanding. Nobody seeks clarity. Nobody's listening. We're just attacking each other. and things are getting worse. And you know what? For us veterans, that makes everything even worse. Okay? It's harder to feed your family. It's harder to fill up your car with gas. It's harder to provide food for your family. It's harder than ever to do those things. And how are we supposed to do it when we're faced with mental and physical pain that leads to behaviors that further our self-destruction? Alcohol, drugs, gambling, sex. Okay? You can't. You can't be the best version of you if you're dealing with those things. If you're having thoughts of taking your life, here's my goal for this. Because I've had those thoughts. I've been down that path. I've had a doctor write in a note, he tried to commit suicide. I can show you the note. I've been there. I've been to the bottom of a lot of bottles. Been to the bottom of a lot of pill containers. And never found anything good there. Nothing. Nothing but more self-destruction. But there's something that I learned that day, that my heart and my spirit were freed and I was forgiven. Okay? By our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. There's something that happened inside of me that I want for you. Okay? And if I can touch just one of you, if one person hearing my voice right now decides to live another day because of this, this is a success. Because that's now how I measure my life. It's the impact. It's what you leave in somebody. It's an inside out change. It's a heart out change from this distance right here, the 18 inches from your heart to your head. That's where this change occurs. But the change happens when you look in the mirror and you're willing to say, no more, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to be different. I'm going to change. And here's how it went for me. I made a commitment that day when I didn't understand, when I couldn't even recognize that guy in the mirror looking at me back. I made a declaration and I said it out loud. I'm done. I'm done. And you know what the goal was? The goal was to stay sober, not for a month, not for a week, not for a day, not for an hour, for a second. The goal was to stay sober for 1 second. Because then it was, I bet I can stay sober for a minute. And if I can stay sober for a minute, I can stay sober for an hour. And if I can stay sober for an hour, I can stay sober for a day. And if I can do a day, it might turn into a week. And a week might turn into a month. And a month might turn into years. And that's what happened. Okay? Because that's what we do and talk about here is life change. We help veterans celebrate life change, and I want that for you and your family. I want you to feel alive again. I want you to feel happiness and joy and comfort and beauty. I want your relationships to be repaired. I want your relationship with your spouse to be thriving. I want you to be in a great relationship again with your kids, with your family. I want you to have more friends. I want you to be a productive member of society. I want you to get the recognition you deserve as a veteran. I want you to reclaim your identity because you stood up to defend freedom. You went like this. You raised your right hand and you swore to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and you fought for that. Okay? Not a lot of people are willing to do what you did, what we did, okay? I want you to celebrate life change, because guess what? All it takes is one little shift, one moment, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is that moment right now. You hearing my voice right now, this is that shift. This is that declaration. Maybe you're gonna say to yourself, I'm gonna be sober, Brian, for 1 second. Maybe you have all you can do to get up in the morning and take another half step. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Okay? Your life matters. God created you for a purpose. If you don't yet know what that purpose is, keep searching. If you're done searching, go serve, go help somebody. Give of yourself, because something will happen inside of here when you serve other people. Something is going to happen for you, and it's going to be magical, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay? And it might even just be sustainable for one more day. And that's what I kept telling myself. Live for one more day. Live for your kids. That's what it came down to for me. Okay? But it started with getting real. It started with being honest. You know what? Because a lot of people just keep lying to themselves. They just keep lying to themselves. They're not honest. You have to get honest with you. That's the only way this change is going to occur. Okay? You have to get honest with you. Okay? Now, we'll help you do that. That's what we do. Okay? You're never alone. You're not alone. I guarantee you, somebody in our community has been through the exact thing you're going through right now. There's nothing you could say to me that would surprise me. I've probably done it myself. All right, whatever your fear is of sharing, a fear of failure, a fear of success, a fear of looking stupid, a fear of embarrassment, all right? We all have that. I've had a fear of failure. I've had a fear of success. Here's something bonkers that I told myself. I had a fear of success for a very long time. And it went like this. Here's how crazy this thing can be, okay? The fear of success went like this. If I get too big, if I serve too many people, if I'm on the stage, if I get too successful, I'm gonna destroy my life and lose my relationships, and I won't be able to provide for my family. That's the talk track that I had up here. Now, the part that's just bonkers to think about is I had already destroyed my life without being successful. I was already an alcoholic. I was already a drug addict. I was already divorced. I already had estranged relationships. I already felt alone. I'd already destroyed my life. And then the shift happened. The shift, the pivot. And now I'm sober. And now I'm married again. And now I have relationships with my kids again. And I feel something again. And I'm happy again. Okay? Do I still have bad days? Yeah, I do. Okay? You're still gonna have days that kick you in your teeth and drive you to your knees, that may force you in prayer, maybe crying out to God, saying, I don't have anywhere else to go but right here on my knees. Been there, done that. It's normal, gang. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because we're all going through this. And here's what I believe about the U.S. military veteran population. Every single one of us has a mental health condition. I'm going to say it again because I don't want you to miss it. Every single veteran is suffering from a mental health condition, whether you realize it or not. Why? Because the experiences that we went through are traumatic. Basic training is not normal. It's traumatic. Deployments are not normal. They're traumatic. The stress, the things we're forced to do, the separation from family, the training, the physical, it's not normal. You're not normal. I'm not normal. But that's part of what makes us special. And I learned something. I learned that there can be beauty in the brokenness. There can be beauty in the brokenness. Again, that's my goal. If this can impact just one life, if one veteran chooses to live another day because of this, if one person chooses to become sober because of this, if one of you chooses to be a better husband, a better wife, a better friend, I'll consider this to be a success, because that's now my goal. My goal is to leave something in here. My goal and my purpose in life is to help veterans celebrate life change. Okay? You helped change my life. This community helped save my life. And you know what? I roll up every single day, even on the days that are hard, because I still have days I'm anxious, depressed, and angry. I still have days when I'm scared. I still have times when I just want to hide behind this laptop. I don't want to leave my house. I don't want to go downtown, because I can be in a room full of 50 people and feel like I'm all by myself. Raise your hand if you feel like that. I'll put 2 hands in the air, because I feel like that all the time. And it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. What's not okay is to stay stuck. Okay? That's not okay. Be honest with yourself about where you're at. Be honest with yourself that maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time. Okay. I want to leave you with some resources before we go. It's all free for you. Okay? If you look in the description of this video, you're going to see a link to my free book. Okay? It's my gift to you. If you want to buy it on Amazon, you certainly can, but I want to give this book for you, to you free today, because I want you to use it as a catalyst to help you change your life. Okay? If you want to speak with somebody about how we can help, the link is also there in the description. Okay? Because you're closer than you think. And there's people out there who really do care about you, and I believe that's what makes us different. Okay? Anybody can do VA claims, but how many people truly care? How many people right here believe in you? How many people want to truly help change your life? We do. I do. Talk to you soon. Thanks, y'all, for hearing me out.